David here at Elite Audio in the East Neuk of Fife. Might as well comment on the weather, we always do. It's really nice today actually, and warm in here. The roof doesn't lend itself to keeping us cool, unfortunately. But yeah, a really nice day, hope it's nice for you guys as well. In front of me is a stunning product. It's from the stable of Mark Levinson. It's the 519 player. And I'm told that I'm actually going to get to meet Mark Levinson today. I've never met the man, never seen the man actually, but I'm hoping he's going to pop in. In fact, there's someone over there just browsing a catalogue. This could be the chap, so Grant, if you could just introduce us, that'd be grand.
Nice.
Are you Mark Levinson?
Not quite.
No.
Close enough for you though.
So if you're not Mark Levinson, who are you?
I'm Matt Morgan from Harman. So
right.
I represent Mark Levinson to you lovely people.
So, right, okay, so I'm not going to get intimate knowledge of Kim Cattrall then?
Not at all.
Right, because he was married to...
He was married to her, yeah.
That's not great. I'm actually not... Grant, you get me to do these videos saying that we're going to meet people, celebrities and such like. Last week it's Caprice in London and Jenny Bond, and this week it's some guy called Matt from Harman. I mean, the things I have to do. It's... Well, I suppose we should start. Do you want to have a seat there?
I will witness this, yes.
So, yeah, I did have a bottle of Krug there and some strawberries and chocolate, thinking it would be Mark Levinson, but
you can still feel free to
put the kettle on for him.
Yeah, I'll go and do that, yeah. Someone...
Great. I've got specs here as well. I was going to ask him all this stuff.
You better get it right, actually.
I'm close to tears, to be honest. Right, so we've got the player here in front of me. The packaging on these is, I'll tell you what, is phenomenal. A lot of the units actually come in on mini crates and they're bomb-proof, so when it comes out to yourselves from us, it'll be Martin that speaks to you. In fact, these we can't actually ship to you guys. It's got to be a white glove service, but rest assured when it arrives into us, it'll be perfect. And that's one of the key things actually to mention to you about Mark Levinson. It's not a product that we can ship out to you. You have to come here, visit us, review the product here, and then we can come and install it for you. So I'm going to open it up. I'm looking forward to this to see how well they're actually packed inside. We opened the amp a few weeks ago, and this is the next one to go along. So the 519 player, it's a new breed of product, I guess. That's to say that nowadays people want more than just a CD player. They maybe want more than just a DAC or a network audio player. They want something that can almost do everything for them, and this player can do that. Here. So double box, always a good sign. And as I say, the packing when it comes into us is perfect as well. So the top, this is the accessories pack here, I believe, in the top. Is that right?
That is absolutely
perfect.
Correct.
This man's going to keep me right.
It's about time somebody did.
I know. To be honest, I'm a bit giddy about Mark Levinson. When I first got into hi-fi, God, it must be, it's well over 20 years ago, 25 years ago, as a teenager, this was one of the products you aspire to own. Mark Levinson, Krell, Wadi, all these companies. And now, you know, we've got them here in the store, we get to listen to them every day, and they're just phenomenal. So, they don't leave anything to chance. Anything you need to get going, set up, it's all in the box. So you've got the white gloves here with the manual. We'll have our own white gloves when we install it for you. Got a really nice remote, screwdriver for that, and 2 power cables, one with European and then one with UK. Now we'd always recommend that you perhaps look at an upgrade on the mains cable, and we can facilitate that for you when we have a chat and consult on the product. So that's accessories. As you can see, there's another layer of cardboard, and then you've got some foam inserts. There's no chance of this unit being damaged at all. It's so hot. It's really hot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Well, we might as well make Matt work for his cup of coffee.
Yes.
We'll ask him to...
I'm without coffee.
Yeah, he's had one already. We'll lift it out. Right to the front. So what makes a 519 special? Well, it's got a CD slot in it, so you can run CDs on it. It's a full MQA decoder, so it'll do everything to do with MQA. You don't need to worry about having a decoding DAC or anything like that, or a streamer that feeds into it that decodes it, does the whole lot. It's run ready as well, which is really handy if you want to run a server into the machine. It will handle a hard drive, you know, into the back of it. So it's a universal player, which makes it unique and a one-stop solution. So I'm going to take the protective wrap off the unit now, and I've got a trusty plinth here to place it on. I think a unit that retails at circa 20,000 that deserves to be placed on something equally as pretty, and this piece of Italian marble that was sent in by Russ is perfectly fitting. And here we go. So again, I could enlist Matt here and just ask him to take away the packing. And here is the unit. So what I'll do is I'll just drag it into the middle of the space here, and we'll let Grant do a walk around of it, and we'll talk through the specs. So in terms of the processing power in this unit, it's a 1 gigahertz, it's an ARM Cortex-8 A8 processor. So any of the sort of mathematics that are required to get the unit to function, you're not going to have slow file upload speed, you're not going to have slow issues with it at all, which you find in a lot of machines that they can take the digital feed from the network or the hard drive, but then they struggle to do any upsampling or things like that. So yeah, the challenge I have, as I was saying, with a lot of machines that you want to use for what some people call computer audio, and to be fair, most of these machines now are so far removed from being computers. The only thing that is computer-like in them is the fact to use a processor. Everything else, they're not computers. They're so far removed. They can't do any computing as such. But one of the things that causes the issue is the fact that the processor speed, as I've said, isn't good enough to be able to do the multiple demands in terms of DSP functions, accessing files, having the ability to have multiple file formats and from multiple locations at the same time, and maintain fluidity when you're trying to use the unit or play tracks. So that's cured by the fact of the processor that's used in the unit, and it can use not only wired Ethernet, it will accept Wi-Fi connections. You've got the slot on the front, as Grant McPannon sees, you can run CDs on it. It will do standard Redbook, 44.1 16-bit. You can also use the USB connection into it for PCM, DSD, FLAC, Apple lossless, WAV, MP3. The list of file types that the machine will handle is endless, and if you're unsure of any particular file format that you want to feed the machine, then drop us an email, we'll answer it. If I can't answer it, we'll get Matt at Harman to answer it for us. The good thing as well is, as I said earlier, you can actually connect a hard drive to it. So if you've got a lot of files you've ripped previously, they're maybe on another machine, you maybe want to part X that machine, you can put this onto a hard drive and then connect the hard drive to the machine, and away you go. The other feature of the unit that I mentioned earlier is the fact it's Roon ready, and everyone loves Roon, but it's not everyone's cup of tea, and we accept that, as do the majority of manufacturers. The challenge that manufacturers have with Roon is it's very good, it's glossy, it looks good, and it's universally used. So yeah, it's great, it's Roon ready, but a lot of people don't like it, they don't want to pay the subscription. So what do you do? Well, when you're a company like Mark Levinson, you make your own app, and the app is phenomenal. It will allow you to do everything you need to do. You can take a Qobuz or Tidal stream, you can access Spotify, you can take files that are on a NAS drive or a locally connected hard drive to the machine, and you can do all of that via the Mark Levinson app. And actually, when you look at the app on your device, it will actually tell you the name of the machine that's connected to it, and in this case it would be the 519. So that's a real bonus for those of you that don't want to have what seems like a completely disjointed system, whereby you've got a brand of streamer renderer or network audio adapter, then you've maybe got a DAC, Then you've got, you know, an iPad or an iPhone or maybe an Android device, and then you've got this other company that make the software, and then you've got to somehow get it all to work together and set it up, and you just want to take your head out and all you want to do is listen to music. Well, that's solved. You can use it with Rune if you want. If not, great news, run the ML app with it. So hopefully that's given you a good overview of the unit. The other thing is I'm lost at the amount of things the unit can do, and it's not often a product comes in where you're constantly ticking off the things that the unit can do. And I could spend probably a 25-minute video running through all the file formats, how it does it, things you can connect to it. And now we've got DPD, they're coming in there as well. Get the DPD driver involved, ask him if he wants a Mark Levinson unit. But yeah, I can't do it. So we'll get Grant to put up a little info sheet, and the best thing to do is if you go onto Mark Levinson by Harman's site, you can get some real good info there. There's some great information on our website. You can contact myself, or Matt is really helpful at Mark Levinson. I'm sure he'd love to have loads of queries and questions from consumers. Yeah, so you can email any of us and you'll get a wealth of information online. But yeah, don't hesitate. If there's a specific question you want answered, please let us know. And yeah, I can't speak highly enough of the products, and I'm looking forward now this afternoon to have a listen. Thanks for watching, I hope it's been useful, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. So you may notice a continuity error here. It's not deliberate. I just realised that upon reviewing the footage that we hadn't really talked about the inputs and outputs, so rather than just leave that to yourselves to look at the video and work them out, I thought I'd take a couple of seconds and point them out to you. So at the back of the unit, you've got your main IEC inlet. There's an antenna here, because as we mentioned, the unit can be used either wired or wireless. So the wire connections here, it's the Ethernet, obviously. We mentioned hard drive connectivity, it's here via USB. Digital outputs, if you want to connect this to another unit and use it purely as a renderer out to another DAC. Then you've got optical, toslink, then you've got coax SPDIF, and then you've got an ESCBU there as well. The analog outputs are here. You've got a balance left and right, and then you've got single-ended RCA. The digital inputs, so whatever you want to feed the unit, you've got USB, you've got two optical toslinks there, you've got two SPDIF coax there, and then you've got an ESCBU. There's also triggers for using a unit with multiple units where I imagine this will probably be a 5-volt trigger. So when one unit turns on, the other one will turn on. So that's the back of the unit. Hopefully now that gives you a sense of how you can connect the unit up. There's multiple menus in the front, and the other thing that I totally missed as well, not that I didn't realise it was there, rather we didn't have time to talk about it, is on the front of the unit you actually get a digital display. So you can see the cover art of the album that you've pulled through. Now you have to make sure in your files that you're pulling off a locally connected drive or your network drive that the information's there. But for Tidal and Qobuz, and certainly Spotify, it will be there already, so you'll be able to see that. And what I'll also do is just put a little shot of that at the end of this video once we reconnect that. So, sorry, and hopefully that helps.
You are kidding me, Owen. Seriously? Amateurs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's not funny, Grant, I'm not laughing.